What's the easiest way to trade options for busy people that don't have time to look at charts all day and day trade? Well, this is the video for you guys. A lot of people want to know, how do I trade options? I see all these big gains posts on social media, on Wall Street Bets, but what a lot of people won't tell you is exactly how much of a gamble some of these trades are and what sort of risk management, if at all, these people are incorporating. What analysis is behind some of these decisions to get into these calls and these put options. And even if those posts did talk about it, you may not have the time, energy, or mental capacity to follow your positions non-stop throughout the day. If you can relate to these problems, then this video is for you. We're going to talk about how you can make money on options literally while you sleep. And although you do need to know a little bit about options getting into this guide, you don't need to be an expert at this to automate your trading. So subscribe to Stock Dads if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Now we have a three-part plan here for trading options easy for the busy individual. And the first one is going to be using OCO orders. One cancels the other. This is an advanced type of order that may not be available in all sorts of brokerages. Here are some examples of brokerages that do have this. What this means is that you can place two orders simultaneously. The first order is going to be where you want to take profits. So let's say this option, you think it's going to double, or you want to target a 50% increase in the option. Set that order right then and there, and at the same time set your stop loss. So what's the maximum amount that you want to lose on this trade potentially if it doesn't go your way? So here you have a defined risk and reward. Obviously your reward should be higher than your risk, and if you are a good options trader and you develop a nice strategy, we're going to talk about some of those methodologies, you essentially will be a profitable trader. Even if you win 5 out of 10 times, if your wins as a percentage are greater than your loss percentage, all things being equal with your position size, you will be a profitable options trader. It's as simple as that. So after you buy your options position, you want to set your OCO order pretty much right away if you want to automate this process. You have your take profit level, you have your stop loss level, you're not adjusting it, you're not being like, oh, maybe I'll keep holding it and see if it bounces. No, you have your defined rules and you're going to stick to it. And that will help you be a good trader no matter what. Now that we have the orders out of the way, let's get into step number 2, which is going to be determining what type of options you want to trade as far as expiration dates. Starting off with options that expire that very same day that you're buying it, or same week options. Those are going to be the most volatile and the most risky. You might have heard these as 0 DTE, 0 days to expiration options, or weeklies. Generally speaking, if you don't have time throughout the day to look at your phone and look at how the stocks are moving minute by minute, in some cases second by second, you're a very busy guy, you have like 3 jobs or something, this is probably not the best option for you. Here's a visualization showing exactly how fast these options move and how big. So if you look at the Greeks here, what delta means is essentially for every $1 in stock price movement, the option price is going to move by this amount. On the other hand, theta is another important one to know. If you have an option that is expiring that very same day, or 1 day later or 2 days later, theta is going to be very large. And what that means is the value of that option is going to decay, meaning all things being equal with the stock price, if 1 day goes by, that value of the option is immediately going to decrease in value. And the decreasing factor is way higher for these shorter dated options. So if you don't have the time and, let's say you forget about your options position for a day or 2 or 3, you might have lost a lot of money. So for the busy individual, I would personally suggest options no sooner than 3 or 4 weeks out. So you can go a month from now, or you can even go as far as a year or 2 years from now. And that's also still a really good play. It is also going to require more upfront capital, but that theta is going to be lower. So even if a day goes by, if your expiration is a year from now, it doesn't really matter for that option price. Not to mention with monthly options or leaps, you don't need to look at a minute by minute chart. If you're able to factor in fundamental analysis as well, that's even better. So if you're bullish about a company a year from now or 2 years from now, but you don't know how it's going to perform next week, then this is not a problem for you. No matter which type of expiration you want to do for options, I again suggest step number 1, using those OCO orders. So now step number 3 is going to be identifying stocks that you can do these options on. Now, if you want to do those monthly options or those yearly options, then I would suggest at the minimum looking for a good chart pattern on the daily chart. But you also ideally want to look at the weekly charts and the monthly charts as well, the longer you go out. That'll help you determine a longer term trend in the stock and, identify those support levels and resistance levels. If you factor in other technical elements as well as fundamental analysis, then you're getting to a good place. And if you want to automate this system, I suggest using a stock screener. You can set this up on a lot of different websites or a lot of different apps. FinViz, for example, we're going to show you on Moomoo here. Just as an example with this one, I want to find a company with good sales growth, good earnings growth, and a good chart pattern as well. And for this purpose, I'm going to be bullish. I'm going to pretend like I'm buying call options, and you can factor in more different elements to the screener if you want to make your results more refined. Then I can take this stock and I could buy those monthly options, or I can buy those weeklies if they're 3 weeks out, or I could buy some leaps 1 year from now. And this makes it super simple. Just pull up your app and go to your screener, and immediately you have a list of stocks to choose from. Now, for a final tip here, guys, this is not essential, but if you want to automate your trading even further and get trading ideas, you might want to consider signing up for a stock and options trading Discord. We at StockDads have our own StockDads Discord where we send out alerts from our options analysts. We have day trades, swing trades, and even long options holds. You'll get alerted by notification whenever any options alerts come out, entries and exits and updates on the position. So that just makes it easier even more if you don't have the time or energy, or you want to learn from the best. If you're interested, check out the link in the description. And we also have a Discord overview video, which should be somewhere up here. There should be a card appearing on the screen. Check it out. All right, guys, so to sum it up, if you want to trade options easily, if you have a busy lifestyle, here are the steps. You want to use OCO orders. This will help you automate taking profits or getting out of bad positions. Number 2, you want to consider doing longer dated expiration options. And then number 3, you want to use a stock screener to automate what stocks you want to choose. And number 4, you might want to consider using a options trading Discord like the StockDads Discord to give you trade ideas in real time and get notified whenever our analysts make a move. That's it for this video. Hope you guys got a lot of value. Like the video if you did. Leave a comment down below. I'm curious, what are your biggest options wins or losses? I'll see you in the next video. Take care.